Hello and welcome to yoga. So it's a stormy morning here in Chicago. So you might get a little bit of thunder, but for me it's like super relaxing having grown up in Kansas. And here's Boo Butt. Good morning. So go ahead and just take a nice comfortable seated position, sitting with that chest nice and lifted, pulling that heart through the shoulders just a little bit. Taking some deep breaths, centering that mind and body. So today we're doing a flow where we're going to be moving that body in one direction for a while, then in kind of an open direction, then in kind of like a closed off direction. It's going to be a nice kind of full body, especially through that spine workout. And something I want you to think about is seeing the world from different perspectives, because we're going to be facing different directions, and knowing that it's okay to change that direction and that each direction you face is beautiful. If you know anything about my life, I've taken quite a few pivots in my life direction and where I was going, everywhere from getting a PhD in exercise physiology to being a full-time trainer and fitness instructor to being a flight attendant. And I'm happier now than I've ever been. And sometimes you just have to take that pivot and find that new direction. So slowly letting those eyes open if they were closed. Inhaling the arms to lift, and exhale that left arm to right knee, right arm behind, pushing through that right hand, lifting that heart and twisting back, looking over that shoulder. Take a deep breath in, back toward the center, and exhale, right arm to left knee, left arm behind, twisting, looking over that left shoulder, pushing through that left hand to really lift yourself up. If you can't quite reach the ground, you can use a block. Inhale to lift, and exhale, forward fold, walking those hands out as far in front of you as they'll go, maybe tucking that chin down, feeling that stretch between the shoulder blades and the back of that neck. Inhale, lifting the right arm. Exhale, thread that right arm through. Bringing that right ear toward the right shoulder. And bringing it back to the front. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, left arm threads under the right, bringing that left ear toward that left shoulder. Just a nice, gentle upper back stretch here. Sending that left arm back out in front, and walk your hands up back to that seated position. Cross those legs the opposite direction. It's going to feel a little bit awkward. We're going to hit these again. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, left arm to right leg, right arm behind. Push through the chest, lifting. Feel how that change feels awkward, but it can start to feel normal the longer you sit with it. Inhale to lift, center, exhale, right hand to left knee, twisting back. Kind of a metaphor for a lot of people's lives right now, that we're going through a lot of changes that feel very awkward, very different, but the longer you hold it, the longer you're in it, the more it can start to feel normal. Inhale, lifting, center, exhale, forward fold. Adjusting those feet a little bit if you need to. Tucking that chin. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, thread that right arm underneath. Bring that right ear to your shoulder. Gentle upper back stretch. Reaching really far with those left arms. With your one left arm, you don't have multiple. And bring that right arm back out in front. Inhale the left arm to lift. Hi, Boo-Bat. Bring that left arm underneath, left ear to left shoulder. Walk the right arm out in front. And coming back center, walking your arms up and coming over those knees and ankles into a tabletop position. So we're gonna stay very central now for the first part of this class. So pull the heart through with an inhale, lifting, looking at the sky, and exhale, pulling that back up toward the sky, tucking that chin. Inhale, pull the heart through, and exhale, back for cat pose. Planting through the whole hand. Inhale to lift. Exhale back. 2 more here. Warm that spine up. Inhale to lift. Exhale back. 1 more here. Inhale to lift. Exhale it back. Take those knees wide. Take your big toes together. Shifting it back, child's pose. So at any point through literally any yoga class you ever take, if you need to take a break, if you just want to drop it down into child's pose is a nice, happy place for you. At any time, any yoga class, anywhere. Slowly starting to lift it up. Planting those hands, tuck your toes back for downward dog, lifting those hips, pushing all the way through your fingertips, pushing back through those shoulders. Shoulders are trying to go back to touch your thighs. You're gonna curl that tailbone under so that tailbone lifts up more toward the sky, dropping your heels down toward the ground. Listen to that calming rain and thunder. I opened my windows a little bit so you might be able to hear some of the sounds coming through of nature. Go ahead and raise that right foot into the air here and just hold it. Feel that stretch increase on that left side, really dropping that heel down, and drop that right foot right back down, lifting that left foot into the air, really pushing back through the shoulders. Drop that right heel and drop that left foot back down. Send both your heels to the right side, dropping those heels down, feeling that stretch, evenly distributing that weight between the hands still. And lift. Drop your heels to the left side, evenly distributing the weight, but feeling that stretch through that right shoulder. And lift. Take a deep breath in and slowly walk those feet to the front of your mat as you exhale. Bring the hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus arms, opening up, slight back bend as much as you feel comfortable. Inhale to lift. And exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or float, chaturanga. You're gonna lower down, elbows grazing against the ribs, lifting for cobra or up dog, whatever your body's ready for. Cobra is just not quite as high, pulling the shoulder blades back. If your low back feels ready, lifting all the way up. Option for a push-up, exhale, back, downward dog. So I'm gonna throw that optional push-up in with that vinyasa. I like to get the extra little upper body strength, but it's totally up to you. Lifting that right leg again, just holding it here, not doing anything with it aside from just holding it up, extending that right leg, squeezing that right glute, and drop that right foot down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lifting that left leg into the air. Left knee extended, squeezing that left glute. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, look between the hands, bend the knees. Exhale, stepping forward into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Cactus arms on your exhale. pushing that heart forward, opening the chest. Inhale to lift, maybe a slight back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step it back into plank. Hold here for a moment, and chaturanga. Shift yourself forward. Elbows go straight back in line with that shoulder, lifting into cobra or up dog. Optional push-up. Exhale, back downward dog. One more time, lifting that right leg. Just hold it here. Holding that right leg up nice and tall. Keep those toes pointed down toward the ground. Drop that left heel and drop that right foot back down to the ground. Send that left foot back into the air. Left toes pointed down toward the ground. Keeping your hips square, evenly distributing those hands. And drop that left foot down. Take a deep breath in, lift between the hands, bend the knees. Option to step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, cactus arms here. Open nice and wide. Option for a nice back bend. Inhale to lift. And exhale, forward fold. Did you just have breakfast, boo butt? Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or float right into that chaturanga. Inhale to lift. And exhale, back, downward dog. Option for that push-up that I forgot. Raise that right foot into the air. You're gonna pull that right knee to nose, nice and central. Holding for that split second, finding that cat pose here. Inhale, lifting that right foot back into three-legged dog and pulling that right foot between the hands. Planting that left heel, warrior one, facing the front here. Bending that right knee nice and deep, 90-degree angle. Left toes facing toward the front left corner of the mat. Digging those left toes, the outside of that left foot into the mat. Pinky side of that toe down. Pinky side of your foot. Take a deep breath in and exhale the arms back behind you, lacing the fingers. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to fold forward into humble warrior. You're not resting your chest on your leg. Your chest is still lifted. Hi, Bupa. Good morning. Yes, baby. And inhale, lifting those arms all the way up. Exhale, sweeping the arms back behind you, again, holding yourself off of that leg. Building heat and strength through that right leg. The knee is right over the toe. Send those arms straight in front, holding that angle, straight line from fingertips back to that left heel. Again, keep those left toes turned forward. Keep the outside of that left foot down to the ground, that pinky side. Inhale to lift, and exhale, windmill those arms down, sending that right foot back into downward dog. Lifting that left leg up, three-legged dog, knee to nose, exhale. Holding for that split second, rounding out that back, and lift that left foot back into the air. Pull that left foot between the hands, planting that right heel, lifting warrior one. Take a nice bend through that left knee. The outside of that left foot is digging into the mat. The right toes face forward, really turning those hips so they're square toward the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring the arms back, lacing the fingers. Inhale, pull that heart through. Exhale, forward fold over that left knee, not resting the torso on that left knee. Holding strong. And take an inhale, lifting those arms up. And exhale, sweep those arms back behind. Extending that chest in front, not resting. Generating heat through that left leg. And send those arms out in front with an exhale. Straight line from arms back to that right heel. Inhale to lift. Exhale, windmill those arms down. Send that left foot back. Enjoying the sound of that thunder. Take a deep breath in, come on those toes, bend those knees. Exhale, step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We got Utkatasana, chair pose, bending those knees, lifting those arms. You can bring those hands to heart if you'd like, if you prefer, depending on what's more comfortable on the chest, shoulder, and back. If you're about to fall over backwards on your feet like I am, that means you're doing it right. You want to be back on your heels, keeping that chest lifted. Inhale, perhaps a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or flip, chaturanga. Inhale to lift, up dog. Exhale, optional push-up, back for downward dog. Raise that right foot up into the air. Pull that right knee to nose, finding that little rounding through the back, squeezing that core. Inhale, lifting that right foot back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot between hands, left heel, plants. Inhale, lift, warrior one. Exhale, hands laced behind you. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, release the hands and lift, warrior one. Exhale, fold forward, hands straight back behind. Inhale, arms straight out in front, straight line from from fingertips to left heel. And exhale, lifting it up, windmill the arms down, back for downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, rounding that spine. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, left foot between hands, plant that right heel. Inhale, lift, warrior one. Exhale, lace the fingers back behind you. Inhale, open the heart and chest. Exhale, folding forward over that left leg. Inhale, release fingers back up to warrior one. Exhale, send the arms straight back, airplane arms. Inhale, lifting the arms straight out in front. I almost went all the way up. And exhale, lifting all the way up, hands plant, left foot back. Come on those toes, deep breath in, bend the knees, exhale, step or float, front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Inhale, lift those arms back on the heels. Take an exhale here, and inhale, lift, perhaps a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands plant, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale to lift, optional push-up. Exhale, back, downward dog. Right foot lifts, right foot between hands. I forgot that knee to nose. Send that right foot back. Right knee to nose. Hold here, round that spine out. Inhale that right foot back. Now pull that right foot right foot between the hands. Keep your toes pointed. We're going into a crescent, not a warrior one. Inhale, lift crescent pose here. Similar to what we did before, but this time in a crescent, not a warrior one. So you're gonna exhale those arms behind. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, coming a little bit more straight forward rather than down. I don't want you inside of that knee in this one when we're in crescent. And inhale the arms to lift. Exhale those arms straight back behind you. Inhale those arms out in front. Straight line, fingers to left heel. And exhale, plant those hands. You're gonna come into a standing splits. So pushing all the way into that right leg, left leg comes behind you. Dropping that left hip. You're not stacking the hips here. You want that left hip to really curl down and toward the ground. Hold here for 3 breaths. Bring that knee to your nose. One more. And exhale that left foot to meet the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair. Hold through the exhale. Inhale to lift and extend. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting, cobra, up dog. Option for push-up. Downward dog, right leg lifts. And by right leg, I mean left leg. Left leg lifts. Left knee to nose. Hold it here. Left foot back into the air with an inhale. And exhale the left foot between the hands. Right heel stays off the ground. Crescent lift for an inhale. And exhale the arms behind, lace the fingers. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, folding over that left leg. Using the arms and shoulders to lift that behind you. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, send the arms straight out in front. And exhale, hands to ground, standing splits all the way to that left leg. Right leg pops off the ground, dropping that right hip. You're not letting those hips stack and open. Dropping it here. Bubet's playing with something in the corner. Hope there's not a bug or anything. Who knows? One more deep breath in. And exhale that right foot to left foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair, Utkatasana. Hold through the exhale. And inhale to lift, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. We got one more round through those same poses. Exhale, hands plant, step or float. Chaturanga. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, option push up. Down dog. Inhale, the right foot lifts, knee to nose on the exhale, hold. Squeezing that core. Inhale to lift. Exhale, that right foot between the hands. Inhale to lift, crescent. Exhale, lace fingers behind. Inhale, pull the heart to lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, release the fingers, lift for crescent. Exhale, fold again, arms back behind. Inhale, send the arms straight out in front. And exhale, plant those hands, push off that left leg, standing on the right. Do not let the hips stack. Keep that left hip turning down toward the ground. Maybe this time you wrap the hands behind the ankle for a little more balance challenge. Maybe you take try to do some handstand, pushing off with that right leg, trying to hold for that split second. I've got like bookshelves and stuff in front of me, so I'm not gonna take that option because that could be a hilarious YouTube video, but also very painful. Take a deep breath in and exhale, left foot comes down to meet the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Hold through the exhale. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale to lift. Option push up. Exhale, back downward dog. Left foot lifts. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it. Inhale to lift. Exhale, that left foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, lace fingers behind. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, release back to crescent. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind. Inhale, arms come straight out in front. And exhale, hands plant, stepping up with that right leg. Left foot stays firmly planted into the ground. Sending that right foot as high into the air as possible. Some people can do like the full like standing splits. I am not there. If you want to try and get some hops, feel free to just kick up with that right leg, popping up and trying to land as softly as possible. Perhaps you wrap the hands behind the ankle and hold. We have one more breath here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, that right foot comes down to meet the left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Hold through the exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale to lift. And exhale, back downward dog. So we stayed very central. Now we're gonna mix it up by facing one direction and then facing a new direction. Not being afraid to stray from the path, not being afraid to change things up. Take a new path. Lift that right foot into the air. Right knee to right elbow, really opening up to the outside. Hold here for a moment. Inhale to lift that right foot and pull that right knee to left elbow, crossing the body. Inhale back. Exhale the right foot between the hands. Inhale to lift for crescent. And exhale, windmill open into warrior two. Warrior two, right knee is bent, left leg is straight, left heels dig into the mat, the outside of that left foot digs into the mat. We're gonna open nice and wide, drop that right elbow, open side angle, keeping that chest lifted, keeping that heart open. And lifting it back up. Reach out in front of you, flip that right palm to the sky, tipping back, reverse warrior. And coming back to warrior two. Straighten that right leg out, shift forward over that right leg, pop that left hip back, opening up Trikonasana. And lifting back up. Bending back into that warrior two. Inhale the arms to lift and exhale, facing the front in a crescent. Inhale to lift the arms and exhale that left arm down, right arm lifts. So we faced one direction, now trying out a new direction. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're gonna come up, keeping that right arm behind you, keeping that left arm in front. Right knee stays bent, you're twisting, looking toward the back of the room. Option to stay here, or take a deep breath in, and exhale the right arm to left leg. Left arm comes up overhead, stretching out through the front of the body. Take a deep breath in, and with an exhale, both hands come to the ground, sending that right foot back into down dog, lifting the left foot into the air. Exhale that left knee to left elbow. Lifting it back into the air. Left knee to right elbow. Lifting it back into the air. Left foot between the hands, lifting with an inhale, crescent, exhale, warrior two. Your right toes face toward the front right corner of the mat, left knee bent 90 degrees. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, side angle, left elbow, left knee, right arm in line with that right leg, straight line from those fingertips to the heel. And lifting it up, reach forward, left palm faces the sky, tip back, reverse warrior. Shifting back through center, straighten that left leg, reach with that left arm, pop the right hip back, and open Trikonasana triangle. Maybe looking up toward the right hand or down toward the left hand. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lifting back into warrior two. Inhale, shifting back to center, lifting those arms up nice and tall. And exhale, that right arm to the ground, left arm lifts. Again, trying out that new direction. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lifting it up, left arm behind, right arm in front. Twisting, opening to the side, pushing through that left heel. Take a deep breath in, and if you want to fold backwards, on your exhale, send that left arm back to the right leg. Right arm comes overhead. Push your hips forward. Take a deep breath in. If you almost fall over, it's okay. And exhale. Those arms down, send that left foot back. Inhale that right foot to lift. We got that core. Right knee to right elbow. Holding. And lift it back into the air. Right knee to left elbow. Hold. Lifting back into the air. We're taking these poses just one step further. Give me a moment. And right foot between hands with an exhale. Lifting into that crescent and finding that new path. Open up warrior two. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reach, flip the right palm, send it back. Lifting it back up, warrior two. Straightening that right leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. And here's the change for half moon. If half moon is not your thing, you can stay right here in this Trikonasana. Bending into that right knee, sending that right hand a couple inches in front of that right foot, popping that left foot off the ground, opening toward the side of the room, opening that side body. Using a block or anything underneath that right hand if you want it. Balance will help if you look at the ground. If you want to challenge that balance, look ahead or look up toward the ceiling. We're going to come back into warrior two from wherever you are, Trikonasana half moon, bending that right knee, gently setting that left foot down. Let's come back in that reverse warrior. And shifting back into crescent pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the left arm down, right arm lifts. Finding that twist. If you've done yoga with me, you might know it's coming. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lifting up, opening wide toward the opposite side of the room. Finding that opening, finding that brand new direction. And if you want to get that back bend, feel free. Right arm goes back, left arm comes overhead. We're going to come into revolved half moon. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, that left arm is going to come toward the ground. That right leg is going to pop off the ground. Right arm reaches up toward the sky. So it's just like that half moon, but a little bit different. We're going to come back in that revolved lunge in just a moment, not quite yet. Give me 2 breaths here. And as you exhale, dropping that left foot back, sweeping that right arm back behind you. And inhale to lift back to center. Exhale, plant those hands down, right foot back, downward dog. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, left foot between hands. Let's follow that straight path. Inhale to lift for crescent, and exhale, finding that new path. Opening up wide, warrior two. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, drop that left elbow. Right arm comes overhead, bend deeply into that left knee, and inhale to lift. Exhale forward, flip the palm, send it back, reverse warrior. Take an inhale and exhale it up, straighten that left leg, reach, pop the hip back, and sending that right arm up to the sky, left arm down to the ground, left leg straight. So again, holding this Trikonasana if that's your thing, or I just blanked the name, Archandrasana, half moon, bending that left knee, send that left hand a couple inches in front of that left leg, and lift, opening the heart to the side of the room. Trying to use that glute to lift that leg off the ground so your leg's not like sinking down. You're squeezing that outer hip muscle, opening the heart. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, bending that left knee slowly, coming right back into that reverse warrior. And shift it forward into crescent. I got excited. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, right hand to instep of left foot, left arm overhead, finding our new direction, finding these different paths you can take, knowing it's okay to stray from the path you've been on. Taking a deep breath in, and exhale, left arm behind, right arm in front, twisting toward the side, keeping a nice bend through that left knee. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, send that left arm back behind, raise that right arm. If you want to, you can stay in just that revolved crescent. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, revolved half moon. Right arm comes to the ground in front of you, left arm comes up, right leg comes up. Squeezing that right glute to send that right leg back behind you. Lifting that left arm to the sky, opening the heart, opening the chest. Two more breaths here. Open, open, open. On your next exhale, dropping that right foot down, lifting crescent, inhale. Exhale the hands down, send that left foot back, down dog, and hold here. Raise that right foot into the air. Bending that knee, opening the hips toward the side of the room. And if you want to flip that dog, pivot on the left foot, flipping that dog, pushing the hips up toward the sky. You're going to drop the butt down now toward the ground, right knee to right elbow, and lift all the way up. Exhale down, inhale, lift. Just one more. Exhale down, inhale, lift, and flip three-legged dog. Sending that right foot between the hands. Drop that left knee down. And you're just gonna push those hips forward, lifting the heart, lifting the chest. Take a deep breath here and plant those hands, shift that leg back, half splits. Maybe coming all the way back. You can find those full splits too. It's not my forte. So, listen to your body. And with the stretches, we're kind of doing a similar thing. We're going to stay pretty central when we hit these stretches, and then we'll take things out to the sides, hitting some glutes, hamstrings, back, shifting it forward, plant the hands, send that right foot back into down dog. Inhale that left leg to lift, stack the hips. Exhale, holding there or flipping that dog. Lifting those hips up, and if you flip that dog, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift, and flip that left foot into the air, three-legged dog. Left foot between hands, right knee comes to the ground. Walk yourself up, push your hips forward. Get that nice hip flexor stretch. Have that window just a little bit open behind me. I think it made it just like really humid in here or something, because I'm like sweating up a storm right now. And on your next exhale, shift it back, half splits. Feel free to drop that leg down all the way. Get a nice extension through that left leg. And shifting it forward, hands plant, left foot sends back. Right leg lifts, option to flip that dog just once here, knee to elbow, lift, flip right foot between hands again, dropping that left knee. Inhale the arms to lift, really pushing forward, and then exhale that left arm down to the ground, bending that left knee, reaching back with the right hand to grab. Maybe you want to let that right leg drop off to the side. So again, finding kind of a twist now in a similar pose, but just a little bit different as well. Opening up toward that right shoulder, opening that right hip up, grabbing that left foot, stretching out the quad, pulling it as close to your butt as you can. And slowly release that left foot, left toes dig into the ground, sending your right leg straight back, lifting that left knee off the ground. Forward fold and really twist the left hip forward. You're pulling that left hip back, pulling that left hip forward. And again, finding that twist here. So you're gonna plant that left hand, right arm lifts. Kind of a revolved triangle here. Opening up, keeping that right leg as straight as you can, utilizing a block if you need to get your hand a little higher up off the ground. Feeling that stretch through the hamstring and hip. Take a deep breath in and exhale, windmill that arm down, bending into that right knee, sending that right foot back. Left leg lifts, option to flip that dog. If you flipped it, take knee to elbow, lift and flip, left foot back into the air, pulling that left foot between the hands. Holding here for a moment, dropping that left knee and walking your hands up. So from here, you're gonna drop that left knee out to the left side, planting that right hand, grabbing that right foot with the left hand, opening that left knee out to the left side, pulling that heart through, pulling that foot as close to your booty as possible, lifting that chest. You want that right hand to be like right under that right shoulder. Try not to lock your elbow out here. Keep a slight bend in the elbow. Three, two, and release that right foot. Tucking those toes, pull that left knee back in, straighten that left leg, bringing that right knee off the ground. Hold here for a moment, make any adjustments you need to, grab any props you might need to, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, right hand plants, twist, left arm to open. So again, finding those new directions, finding that new path. Keep that left leg straight. Feel that stretch. It really depends on your body and where you're tight. I feel this a lot in my calf. I have really, really tight calves, even for doing yoga all the time. Take a deep breath in and exhale, windmill that arm down, sending that left foot back. Raise that right foot into the air, pulling that right knee behind the right hand, sending that right foot behind the left. Pigeon right here. So you're going to take a deep breath in to lift, and exhale, walk the arms out in front. Perhaps you want to lift that left arm, thread that left arm under, bringing the left shoulder to the ground. Listen to your body here. This can make the stretch very, very intense through the hips. So if that makes it too intense, just listen to your body. Nice deep breathing here. And now it's your choice. You can either stay here or we can come into another quad stretch, walking those arms up, bending that right knee just a little bit just to kind of like let those toes regain some feeling if they lost it. So last time we did a cross, this time we're gonna do the same. So reaching back, left hand to left foot, grabbing, lifting through that heart, making sure you're not like caved forward at all, pushing forward through that heart. Perhaps you wanna come to that mermaid pose, pulling that left foot into the left elbow, reaching up with that right arm, and grasping hands. This is totally an option. The first time I did that, I was teaching a class of 70 people and fell right over in front of everyone. But I like had my hands locked so I couldn't catch myself, so I just went boom and face planted. It was amazing. And so, you know, that's where you have to have some humor and laugh at yourself and be like, that was hilarious. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing those hands down toward the ground, tucking those left toes, right foot back into the air, just 3-legged dog. Let's take some circles with those with the knee, opening that hip up, moving that hip around a couple times each direction. Take a deep breath in and really extend it. And exhale, dropping that right foot to the ground. Inhale that left foot to lift. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Left foot comes behind that right hand. Holding here, nice and lifted for just a moment. Take a deep breath in. And exhale down as low as you feel comfortable. If you want to take that twist again, inhale that right arm to lift. Exhale the right arm underneath the left side, right side of the body to the ground. Getting that nice stretch. Relaxing into the ground, relaxing into the stretch. And either staying here or preparing for that quad stretch, walking your hands back up, bending that left knee just a little bit more. And you're gonna bend that right foot, that right knee, sending that right foot back, reaching back with the right hand to grab. Either staying here again, really lifting that chest, or perhaps you pull that foot into the elbow, lifting tall, sending that left arm up to the sky, reaching back, grasping. I like to give you options because when I started my yoga journey, you know, a lot of these poses were very much out of reach. And then there was like, and I got super scared to try them. And then, you know, again, like staying on my path of just like comfort and familiarity. And then, you know, I'd seen that pose before, but I'd never done it. And I saw that girl in the class and I was like, I've been teaching yoga for a while. I could probably do that. And, you know, yeah, fell on my face and it was okay. But I held it for a second and I was like, hey, I can do it. So giving these options to try to challenge yourself, but they're options. You know your body, listen to it. Take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, slowly releasing, planting those hands. Let's send that left foot back into the air, opening the hip, taking some circles through that knee a couple times one direction, a couple times the other direction, and send it up into the air and dropping it down. Let's hold this downward dog for just a moment. Last downward dog, maybe finding some movement or finding some stillness. We're gonna take those side to side stretches we did at the start of class. So take a deep breath in and exhale, send those heels to the right side. Trying to plant those feet all the way down, trying to evenly distribute that weight between both hands. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale back into downward dog, drop those heels to the left side. Opposite side. Again, evenly distributing those hands, the weight between those hands. Take a deep breath in and exhale back to center, dropping those knees down, coming into a seated position. And hug those knees in, rolling it back nice and slow. Bring those knees to your nose. And holding that right knee in, extend the left leg in front of you. Reaching forward, grabbing that right heel, right calf, just not right behind the knee. It can be the hamstring, above or below the knee. Good morning.
Good morning.
And if you'd like to, you can drop that right foot over the left side of the body, extending that left arm out to, or that right arm out to the right side. My roommate's awake and distracting me. Are you gonna do yoga with me?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm too good.
Yeah. That's it. You can use that left hand to really pull that right foot up, or just let gravity do the work for you. Holding here for 3 breaths. I'll be done in a couple minutes. And lifting that right foot back up. Again, finding that new direction, reaching up with the right hand, maybe grasping the right toes, opening that right foot out to the right side. If you have a strap or anything, feel free to use the strap instead of your hand. Opening up. Sending that left arm out to the left side. Three more breaths. And slowly hugging that right knee back in, switching sides. Bring that left knee in, extend that right foot in front of you, and extend that left leg above you, reaching behind either the calf or the hamstring, just not right behind the knee. taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. On your next exhale, dropping that left foot over the right side of the body, perhaps using that right arm to pull that left just a little bit closer to you, opening that spine, sending that left arm out to the left side, utilizing that right hand to pull that left hand up, foot up just a little bit higher, or let gravity do the work for you. Into right boot butt. Surprised he hasn't tried to lay on me once this morning. Yeah. 3 more breaths. And pull that left foot back up straight overhead, reaching up with the left hand grasping either the toe or maybe the inside of that foot, sending that left foot out to the left side of the body, keeping that right arm extended, utilizing a strap or whatever it is that you have to open that left hip, to open that left hamstring. Finding that different angle, finding that different side. Three more breaths here. On your next exhale, pulling that left knee in, back flat on the ground, pull that right knee in, maybe just rocking it side to side here, getting a nice little spinal massage. Coming to that Shavasana, the final relaxation. Slowly dropping those feet to the ground, taking any position that feels comfortable for you. Maybe the heels together in a butterfly, or the legs fully extended, or keep those knees bent, or knocking those knees together. We're just going to hold the Shavasana for 5 deep breaths, so my roommate can get on with his day. But if you want to hold it longer, feel free to go for it. So 5 breaths of silence. If you're not ready to get up, you can stay laying as long as you want to. It's the great thing about yoga at home. I can just lay here all day. It's pretty much all I do anyway. Slowly bending those knees if they weren't bent already. Taking those arms out to the side, walking those feet to kind of the outsides of the mat, and just tip the heels so that those knees drop to one side, and then tip so that they drop to the other. Taking this movement just a couple of times, waking those hips up. And when you're ready, slowly coming into a seated position. Sitting nice and tall, lifting through the heart, lifting through the chest, pulling the shoulder blades back. Thinking of a different path you could take today if you choose. Inhale to lift those arms, And exhale those hands to heart. Namaste. Thank you and have a good day.